Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this channel. If you're watching for the first time, take a second to subscribe to this channel, and if you've been watching my videos here, thank you very much. Continue supporting this channel. Today I want to start by asking a very simple question. Do you think William Samoei Ruto is going to lose against Rigathi Gachagua in the judiciary? Remember that Rigathi Gachagua's last option is in the judiciary, where his case is already going on for the uplifting of the conservatory orders that are barring KITHURE Kindiki from being sworn in. If you have watched closely what has been proceeding from the National Assembly through the Senate, the people or the force behind the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua is so strong. Even in the Senate, when Rigathi Gachagua tried to buy some time, the senators voted against that motion and they wanted to impeach him, and they did impeach him on that very day, even without him being heard. Remember that Rigathi Gachagua himself has come out and explained that William Samoei Ruto is the one who is behind his impeachment.
Mr. President, don't overtax people. You are killing them. You are killing their businesses. Don't force a housing program on people. If people do not want these houses, don't force them. My only problem with the president is just being truthful, because nobody else can tell him. The framers of the 2010 Constitution wanted a deputy president who is elected as a buffer who can stand for the people. The charity we are being treated for, too, is get rid of an elected deputy president and appoint a control freak. A fellow you appoint who cannot ask a question, who cannot say anything. And I'm sure if they succeed, he'll be asked to sign an undated resignation letter, so that in case he starts asking questions, he can just be told to resign. But the framers of the 2010 Constitution...
As for me, I think Rigathi Gachagua is not going to survive, especially now that the two cases that had barred from the lifting of conservatory orders have been ruled. Remember that Rigathi Gachagua, through his lawyers, had put two cases that have derailed the process of lifting the conservatory orders so that KITHURE Kindiki can be sworn in. The first case was the case of the three-judge bench, whether it was constituted in the right manner, because it had been constituted by the Deputy Chief Justice, which the judges ruled that the Deputy Chief Justice has all shared jurisdiction, all powers to make or constitute a three-judge bench to listen to that case. And the second case, which Rigathi Gachagua also lost, was the case of recusal of the three judges, where they tried to lace a lot of stories connecting the three judges with the Speaker of the Senate, with Deputy President William Samoei Ruto, but the three judges came out also and they denied that recusal case. Now tomorrow, on Tuesday, the proceedings of lifting conservatory orders are going to begin. And as for me, trust me, William Samoei Ruto cannot or is not going to lose that case against Rigathi Gachagua, and those conservatory orders are going to be lifted, and KITHURE Kindiki is going to be sworn in as Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. Remember that William Samoei Ruto himself, through his lawyers, had early signed an affidavit in the judiciary in that case, which meant that William Samoei Ruto was going to be cross-examined by Rigathi Gachagua's lawyers in court. However, somebody advised them that that was a very wrong step, having the president being examined in the judiciary, and the lawyers later withdrew from that case. I think the reasons why those lawyers of William Samoei Ruto withdrew from that case are very simple, is that the entire process was going to expose the president as the man really behind that case. And imagine a process where Elisha Ongoya is examining William Samoei Ruto's lawyer. It could bring a totally damaging image, and the president, through his advisors, saw it fit to have those lawyers immediately withdrawn from that case and leave the lawyers of the National Assembly and the Senate push for the lifting of those conservatory orders. And I think this is going to happen. Once those conservatory orders are going to be lifted, KITHURE Kindiki is going to be sworn in immediately as Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. And then the lawyers of Rigathi Gachagua will proceed with appeals of that case, and they will fight through the judiciary, and after a long time they might end up getting justice, but it will be too late to retain the deputy president position because KITHURE Kindiki could have been sworn in. And when you look at the things that are likely to put the country at peace, is lifting the conservatory orders, KITHURE Kindiki being sworn in, and Rigathi Gachagua proceeding with the appeals, the country will remain in animosity. Other than having those conservatory orders in place, Rigathi Gachagua being retained as deputy president, and KITHURE Kindiki not being sworn in. Because how is Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua going to work with President William Samoei Ruto for the remaining period after those accusations that have been publicly made? The relationship of the two seems to have been totally damaged. And I think the team or the force behind this case will not allow it loose at the judiciary that is led by Chief Justice Koome. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be following and I'll be updating you what's proceeding in the judiciary, how things will be unveiling, but the case of listening to the lifting of conservatory orders will begin or commence tomorrow, and that is the case that bars KITHURE Kindiki from being a legitimate deputy president of the Republic of Kenya. And once, if those orders are going to be lifted, then that is it. The people who began the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua could have got their way, and anything that can happen thereafter will not be very impactful. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen,